Man, I wish you all could see what happens behind the scenes here. Once in a while you can. People were running around trying to make this show happen. Lauren, they're like, turn on your mic. We're 10 seconds out. But we made it today on Houston Life.
Microphone? What microphone?
What microphone? We wear those now, right? It's Thursday, July 16th. So glad to have you with us today on Houston Life. I'm Derek Shore, along with Courtney Zavala, who is on vacation, along with Lauren Kelly.
Zavala today.
Yeah, we're so glad to have you back in studio today on this Thursday Eve, Friday Eve.
I signed up on the sign-up sheet, on the co-host sign-up sheet, and I guess they randomly drew my name again, and I was just so happy to have won the lottery twice.
There's a reason why you're in this chair. You deserved it.
Cheers. Cheers.
On this thirsty Thursday, we're going to celebrate with some daiquiris. Did you guys know that National Daiquiri Day is coming up on Sunday, and we're going to learn about a local business called Daiquiris to Go. I'm told they have a really interesting backstory, so we're going to get to learn a little more about that.
Mine was a little bit messy, just I needed a little napkin cleanup here. I was trying to take a sip before.
Oh, wow. That is very, very strong. I think you have the Drunken Mermaid, which is blue curacao, and Hypnotic. I don't think
there is Hypnotic in this
What
drink.
is Hypnotic?
Hypnotic is a liqueur, and you probably would recognize it from the bottle. It comes in like a bright bluish green color, and it looks almost like a genie lamp. The bottle is kind of cool.
How does it taste?
It tastes, this tastes delicious. It tastes strong, but it's good.
I shouldn't strong and good.
I shouldn't finish this though.
Yeah, these are very, very strong. We're off to a great start on today's show.
What kind do you have, Derek?
Mine is called Shamango Madness, mango margarita, tahini, and chamoy.
Tahini is the seasoning that people put around some of their drink top, right?
Yeah, and chamoy is sort of a Kat, our producer Kat, who filled in last Friday, she made those giant micheladas.
Right.
And they had chamoy on them as well. It's sort of like a syrupy, red, spicy, sweet something.
But
gosh, my description was terrible.
That was really good and descriptive, very detailed.
Wow.
I like it.
Well, these are really good. And they are very, very strong. So tune in later again to learn more about daiquiris to go.
That's very good.
It's so fun having you for a second day in a row.
Thank you.
Wednesday and Thursday. We're excited to have you here. We're going to have a great show today. Yesterday, in case you missed it, we had a really special guest stop by our studio, Princess the Pig from the Houston Humane Society. And the reason she was here is she's doing a photo shoot with Tex. Tex is being photographed with all these rescue animals.
Okay.
So they're animals who are not up for adoption. They've already been rescued. Okay. But the calendar will be available next month as part of our Clear the Shelters promotion that we do annually.
Great idea.
To help all of these pets who need homes find their homes. And so we're doing every month of the year, and Princess the Piglet, I guess, is the month of October. But behind the scenes, you know, I'm such a fan of animals.
I know you are.
And you are as well.
Yes.
And so this little piglet, I just wanted to hold her.
Because, I mean, she was like 4 pounds, maybe if 4 pounds. 1 month old, just the cutest.
The cutest little face and the cutest little body. I've always sort of wanted a pet pig.
Pigtail.
I don't think Brandon likes this idea. Pigs are actually smarter than dogs. They really are. I follow a ton of pig accounts on Instagram. They're adorable. People dress them up in costumes.
Hold on, you follow a ton of pig accounts on Instagram?
I get it.
I mean, it's just a very different...
The accounts are huge. I mean, not all pigs get really big. Some of them get really small. And Princess the Pig is going to end up living at the Houston Humane Society. But you know the term scream bloody murder?
Yes. Oh, yes. I'm very familiar with it.
Well, I'm familiar with the term as well, but I don't think I had ever really seen it in action until yesterday when I tried to pick up Princess the Pig. This is what happened. Yeah, and the whole time she was squealing, Tex
was crying.
He was whining because he just wanted to be right up next to her.
I wonder if he thought maybe she was like in pain or needed help and he just wanted to help her. But we had to kind of hold Tex because we didn't know what he was thinking. Like, we didn't want him to maybe get a little too close to Princess's face.
Oh,
maybe
I see.
do one of those actions.
I think he just wanted to lick her and be close to her.
I think
because,
so.
Yeah, later in the day, they ended up doing their photo shoot. I think we have some video from that. Again, this is the month of October.
Goodness.
And look at Tex in his little costume and princess.
He just wanted to be next to her.
Yeah, she was a new friend to play with. That's why. Tex is very social. Although many of our viewers think he just sleeps all the time, that is not true. He's very, very social. So they got to hang out.
That's so cute. That little piggy, Princess, was so, so cute. Minus the squealing. I just felt so bad. It was definitely like, wee!
Yeah. This is Penny. This is our executive producer, Katie's dog.
Aww.
And she did the holiday December calendar. So look how well they did. Just hanging out
good. They like.
Oh, Penny's like, okay, I'm done. I'm done. I'm not getting paid enough for this.
Tex is just chilling.
Hope you got the shot, because it's over. Yeah, and that calendar will be available for purchase, I believe, sometime next month.
Okay.
Because that August is when our Clear the Shelters initiative happens.
Okay.
So keep an eye out for that. But it's been fun for Tex to socialize with some of these other animals because he's been in isolation. I think it's a bit lonely.
Yeah. In my house, I have 2 dogs, so I feel that they can kind of go back and forth and play with each other, and I think it's a huge help. But for dogs that haven't been able to play with other puppies, it is. It's isolating. Poor babies.
Well, so funny story. In case you're wondering where Tex is right now, that's a great question. He's somewhere in the building. I was upstairs on my way down from my desk, right? And I saw Tex by himself wandering through the second floor through our sales department. Nobody's in there because they're all working from home.
Right.
And usually he likes to hang out with Tammy, who is our GM, Jerry's assistant. Tammy's amazing, and Tex comes running for her all the time. But it's so funny to me that we work in a building where Tex is like one of the employees.
Oh, yeah.
He's just like doing his thing. Oh, hey, Tex, chilling on the couch. Yeah. Hey, Tex, wandering through the second floor.
Yeah, he greeted me at the front door today. It was awesome.
Did he?
You're welcome.
And he's freshly groomed, too, so he's extra
clean.
He's extra clean. He's such a cutie. Well, maybe at some point during the show, he'll find his way into Studio B. We can't promise that. He might be busy, I don't know, taking a nap in the sales department.
He has lots of things to do. Lots of things. Lots of naps.
So while you were home, while you were being quarantined with your lovely, lovely boyfriend, Gabriel, we love him so much, beautiful on the inside and out, just like you.
Oh, you're so sweet.
I'm actually really not.
Checks in the mail.
I'm really not. I'm just an honest person. So one of the things that you guys had announced is that you were going to be hitting the road and taking this RV trip. Well, that was before Texas had these explosive COVID numbers. And I know the policy, whether it's our city or the county or the state, sometimes they've all been at odds. But now it seems like, you know, we're sort of being told to wear masks and to try to get these numbers down. So what's the plan for the RV trip?
So we have postponed the RV trip. We just think that out of myself and my boyfriend's health and safety, it's just best not for us to go out and kind of chase this big COVID pandemic, which is all over the state. And you could be doing all the things right and still end up with it. We're just trying to keep our risk down as much as possible. And we want to come back in the studio, and we don't want to have anybody worried about us coming back with something. And we would have been perfectly careful along the way. And our friends at DeMontrond RV Houston had a wonderful RV selected for us, and we are still going to do it when things get on the up and up. So once the curve starts to flatten out and things here in Houston and across our state get a little smoother and calmer, we are definitely going to do it. It just wasn't the right timing right now. We just felt that we were getting so many signs to kind of take a step back and just be prepared and be overly cautious for everyone's safety. It was just the right thing to do.
I think that's a good choice.
So we're just going to postpone it. Yeah.
I think it's a good choice.
Yeah.
Plus, you're going to have so much fun when you guys go and take this trip. We upstairs in our Houston Life office, our friends over at Igloo provided so much gear, coolers and backpacks. I can't even believe it.
Yeah.
You're going to be so well outfitted when this trip actually happens.
So much great stuff from Goodwill and HEB, and we had some titanium tequila to take with us to make some margaritas once we stop for dinner one time. And it's going to happen. It's just, we're just going to wait a little bit longer. It's going to be wonderful when it does, but yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're going to be here.
Yeah.
Plus, it's been so hot lately. I know today is maybe our last crazy weather day for a minute.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we'll save a few degrees, but Oh man, July in Houston can be rough, huh?
It is scorching outside. I mean, I can only be outside, even if we have our pool water feels like bath water. It feels like we have the heater on, and it's not even refreshing enough to get in.
For those of us who don't have pools, I don't care if it feels like bath water, I still want to be in it. It still feels better than just being outside dressed.
True, true. You can come over and get in our big bathtub in the backyard anytime you want.
Oh, our pool is just so uncomfortable.
Stop it.
Oh, I feel so bad for you, Lauren.
No, but I'm not rubbing it in.
It doesn't matter if that's what you meant or not. We're all thinking it. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's okay. I can just cool off here with my
daiquiri to go. Yeah.
It's funny. I got a really hateful handwritten letter from someone telling me how stupid I look. I hope that
handwritten.
I hope that people don't think that all Houstonians are as stupid as you are, Derek. Yeah, this woman said that. This woman who thinks I don't know who she is.
What
exactly
happened? What made her say that?
Because during the summer, I wear jackets and sweaters on Houston Life.
Right.
In July and August. There are days when here in Studio B, I get so cold that I'm kind of shivering. You feel it.
It's free. I have a sleeveless dress on. I can't walk in here because my nose is running right now. Please do not zoom in on it. I'm trying not to wipe it.
My nose is kind of running too.
It's freezing in here.
I know, it is really, really cold. And first of all, I thought, wow, this woman seems lovely. You seem like a lovely woman. And secondly, I thought, you know, it's better I wear a jacket and a sweater in studio than a blanket.
Exactly.
Or a onesie or a Snuggie, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the Snuggie might interfere with my ability to move around the studio or even sit here at the desk.
But they're very cute.
They are very,
very
cute.
warm.
Sometimes when I'm holding Tex during the show, you think I'm holding him because, you know, we're cuddle buddies. No, it's because I'm freezing. He keeps me warm. So one of our viewers wrote in last week, you did this whole challenge week.
Yep.
Thing. Were you nervous when we were telling you every single day that you're going to be trying something new, but you didn't know what it was going to be?
Yes, because I don't like surprises. I love being a part of surprises and planning surprises, but when I don't know what's happening, I get very, very nervous and anxious. So I didn't know what was coming my way. You know, we're set up at my house, and you guys have the materials needed, but I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
What was the most difficult challenge?
The crepe challenge, the crepe challenge. Because I'm sure you have seen my cooking skills that are not crepes.
Crepes are hard to make. There's a lot going on. The consistency, you got to get it very nice and thin in the pan. And just to refresh your memory, there was this rainbow crepe cake going around online.
Yeah.
Look at this beautiful, beautiful cake. So this is not the inspiration pick that you were trying to make. This cake, if you can believe it, this is from our viewer, Heather. She tried the cake challenge herself, Lauren.
I cannot believe how good it came out, because you know, you've seen like the Instagram versus reality pictures. Mine was a total fail, and hers came out. It looked exactly like the Instagram or the Pinterest page that we were supposed to follow.
Well, and the bright colors of each one of those layers. Heather, we are so impressed, and we're told that she was helped by her adorable 2-year-old son.
Oh my goodness.
Look at that.
I needed them in my kitchen that day.
He's like pure joy on his face. He's like, Mom, we're gonna make these crepes together. Crepes, whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Did we decide what it is?
We didn't. I said crepe and you said crepe.
Because I think the French call it like crepe.
Okay.
Crepe. So.
That sounds more like
crepe.
A different word. I don't want to make those.
What word? Well, your finished product sort of looked like that different word.
I know that, but you didn't have to rub salt in the wound.
I'm kidding. We don't happen to have a picture of what Lauren ended up making, do we?
Oh, if you go to the Houston Life Facebook page, you can definitely find it.
It sort of looked like a salami sandwich.
I didn't use enough food coloring. It was the food coloring that my red turned pink and it looked like ham, okay? It's not my fault. I had 30 minutes to do this.
Yeah, blame it on the food coloring when in doubt. So what happened? You had a little wardrobe malfunction this morning.
Yeah, really, really quickly, I want to get to this. I put this dress on. I don't have very many options in my closet anymore. And I put it on and I was like, yeah, it fits even after quarantine. Put it on, bust a strap. And I'm like, I don't have anything else to wear.
This dress?
This dress. So I wore it anyway, and I'm crossing my fingers that we don't have a wardrobe malfunction.
Where's the tape?
It's on the very, very back. Our photographer, Paul Shelton, helped me fix it with duct tape. So we are crossing our fingers that nothing happens. But if you'd like to see the pictures, they are on our Instagram.
I'm crossing my fingers that something exciting happens. I mean, television is more exciting when things go wrong.
That's why I have to leave the jacket on, I think.
Okay, maybe later on in today's show you can show us what it's all about. Good for you for getting a little inventive and adding the tape.
Yeah, duct tape gets everything done.
That's what I do every day. I have duct tape all up and down my back. Yeah, it's very helpful accessory.
Yeah.
All right, so we mentioned that National Daiquiri Day is coming up this Sunday, and we're going to celebrate early by featuring that local shop right down the street. They are a Black-owned family business with an incredible startup story and some pretty incredible drinks as well. Daiquiris to go, Lauren.
But when we come back, he's one of the big voices in the outlaw country music scene. Singer-songwriter Wylie Hubbard joins us to talk about his latest album, and he'll share a special acoustic performance with us.
Cause if you wanna be a poet, to get weeds out of a garden, you got to hold it. Possession with intent will get you 5 to 10, and everybody turns a bad trick now and then, and everybody turns a bad trick now and then.
Our next guest has been making music for more than 40 years. His sound is described as outlaw country, blending sounds of country, rock and roll, blues, and folk music.
And he just released his 18th studio album with some very talented friends. Singer-songwriter Wylie Hubbard, welcome to Houston Life. It is great to see you. And man, this music video we just saw a portion of and heard some of the music, Bad Trick. Was that Ringo Starr I saw pop up in that video?
Yes, it was Ringo Starr. It was. I feel very fortunate on that same track. I happen to have a beetle, an eagle, a crow, and a was not was.
Sounds like a joke, right? Beginning of a joke.
But it's about 2 years ago. I've known Ringo for about 5 or 6 years, and we were out in Santa Fe. About 2 years ago, my wife Julia and I, we were backstage talking to him. He said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Well, I'm doing a record." And he said, "Well, if you need a drummer, let me know." And I thought he was just, being, nice. But I wrote this song and sent it to him, and he said, he said, "Come out to L.A. and I'll play drums on it." So we went out to L.A. and he played drums on it.
Wow.
Yeah, and then he said, "Who are you going to get to play bass?" And I said, "I don't know him." Don Wells. I said, "Well, I don't know him. I'll ask him." "He's going to play guitar." And I said, I don't know. And he said, "How about my brother-in-law, Joe Walsh?" And I went, "Sure." And then I got Chris Robinson to sing on it. So, like I say, I'm pretty impressed with me.
That's a really lengthy, long list of fun friends to have in your phone right there.
Well, like I say, I feel very fortunate to and very grateful to have those cats play on the record. And the whole record is, each track is a different band, a different musician. Pam Tillis, Ronnie Dunn. I just called them up and said, "Would you be on this record?" And I didn't even have to use shame or guilt.
You didn't have to blackmail them to do
right.
it. Well, that's a good sign. Let's talk a little bit, Ray, about your background. Born in Oklahoma, grew outside Dallas. I understand you live with your wife now in Wimberley, such a beautiful spot. So talk to us just about sort of your process when it comes to songwriting, because people have called you the renegade poet, and I can imagine that living in such a beautiful place probably provides a bit of inspiration.
Well, that's the whole thing about songwriting. It's inspiration and craft, and the inspiration can come anywhere, like you'd be driving along and all of a sudden you go, "Whoa, there's the snake farm." And you write a song about it. But Wimberley, we've been here about 22 years, and it's home. We live in an old abandoned log cabin that we've been fixing up. And, and songwriting is a very mysterious process, but I feel very fortunate that I can write about whatever I want to write about.
You've been married to your wife, Judy, for over 30 years. She's also your manager. Does she do any singing with you, Ray?
No, how long we've been married? 32 years? Yeah, well, the last 2 weeks hadn't been that bad. But no, she takes care of me, and I feel very fortunate. I tell people that if it wasn't for Judy, I would have everything in a shoebox and I'd be looking for a happy hour gig.
Oh, and you're talking to her right next to. Can she just give us a quick wave? Is she right there next to you? Judy, come on in. We want to see you. Sorry to put you on the spot like this.
Judy.
Hi, Judy. Oh, that's so great. Listen, you two must really like each other. If you live together, you're married, you work together. That's pretty incredible. So,
yes. I feel very fortunate, and she takes care of me, and and we have fun. It's still a joy, being married to her and working with her.
Oh, that's the secret sauce right there. Having fun, right? Continuing on that fun.
So listen, back in the 70s, when your career was really taking off, you performed at the Grand Ole Opry. I can only imagine some of the stories that you have from your career. Is it really true that Willie Nelson once kidnapped you and you ended up in Milwaukee? What is that story all about?
Well, that is true. Back in somewhere in the 70s, Paul English and him knocked on my door, and they said, come to Milwaukee with us. We're playing a beer fest. And I said, I can't go. I have tickets to the Eagles. And Paul English said, well, they sound just like their records. So, they picked me up and carried me and put me on the bus. And the next thing I know, I'm in Milwaukee. And but real quick, if I can back up about the Opry. I did the Opry last year. It was my debut. I was 72.
Oh, wow.
And some people said, isn't that kind of old to make your debut at the Grand Ole Opry? And I said, well, I didn't want to peak too soon. And so, like I say, it's still a joy for me, writing and performing. And I feel very fortunate not only to have these great musicians on the record, but also to be able to, call them friends.
You've got a ton of different collaborations, and I feel like the country music sound these days, a lot of them have a little bit of a pop tune, but I feel like with the collaboration with Eric Church, it's kind of like you taking your sound, mixing his sound into today's country music. Is that kind of the route you were going for that?
Well, I think you're correct. Like I say, I feel very fortunate to have been influenced by, folk singers like Guy Clark and Townes Van Zandt, but then also the country artists like Billy Joe Shaver and Willie Nelson, but then the blues guys too, Freddie King and Lightning Hopkins. So that's been part of my makeup of music. And so when I got a chance to write with Eric Church, we just kind of threw it all together, and he's such a great songwriter that it was a thrill to write with him. And to have that song be the title of his album, Desperate Man, and then to be in the video with him. I mean, how wild is that?
It's pretty incredible. And as you said, to be performing at the Grand Ole Opry in your 70s, a record deal with Big Machine Records. I mean, it's proof to everyone out there that it's never too late to follow your dreams. Ray, let's take a quick commercial break because we want to hear you sing. So after the break, we're going to have more with Ray Wylie Hubbard, including that special acoustic performance. Sit tight. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Ray Wylie Hubbard's latest album, Co-Starring, is available now. Here he is now with a special acoustic performance of Fast Left Hand.
Grandma told my mama, this boy gonna be the one, gonna have a fast left hand, the same as a seventh son. Then she lit a candle and set it on a rabbit skull. She touched a 9-volt battery to a water still. Whoa, there's a fire. Oh, there's a fire. There's a raised with a Pentecostal, believing the word was true. When I was 13, got a flat top Kalamazoo. Ghost started howling, lightning lit up a dock. Smelled like singed hair when they ignited Joan of Arc. There's a fire, oh, there's a fire. There's a fire burning all the time. Oh, there's a fire, oh, there's a fire. There's a fire burning all the time. All right. And it's a dime's worth of blues and a left hand with speed. To swarm of yellow jackets, crows picking sunflower seeds. There's a storm a-coming, I don't need a lightning rod. I won't be pushed around, bound to mediocre gods. I always bless my food, even if it's just ready wheat. I don't always see the light, but I sure enough feel the heat. There's a fire, oh, there's a fire. There's a fire burning all the time. Oh, there's a fire, oh, there's a fire. There's a fire burning all the time.
Woo! Yeah! Wylie Hubbard right there. Fast Left Hand is the song. The album is co-starring. Wow! And he's just sitting right there, looks to be your living room, and just making it look as easy as possible, huh?
Well, it's not. you know, but like I say, it's still a joy. And like I say, the whole album, I didn't really plan it. I just had called up these people and said, would you want to track with me? So I called up the Cadillac 3 and I said, let's do Fast Left Hand. And then Pam Tillis and then Ronnie Dunn. And gosh, it's just, I'm name dropping, but that's everybody on the album. So I feel like I say that these people, they said yes. And I don't, it was either they respected my songwriting or they felt sorry for me.
Nah, they
No
respect
way.
your work for sure. So obviously you make it look easy, as Lauren just said. I know it's not easy. That's the mark of a true professional, right? But what advice would you have for young songwriters out there?
Well, it comes down to, I tell a lot of young artists, I say, don't just listen to the Ghost of Tom Joad, read the Grapes of Wrath. See where Springsteen got his inspiration. And I think reading is very important. And then also the other thing is to learn about publishing if you're a songwriter, to learn about licensing and the mechanics of it, and to learn about that, because the business part of it is very important. I've kind of got the music down, but the business was always kind of shaky till I ran into Judy. And then she got my business together. But no, I think those are two important things, is read a lot and then also learn about the business.
Absolutely. Ray, if you weren't making music, what do you think you'd be doing?
I'd be drawing cartoons.
Really?
Well, maybe. I just, I doodle a lot. And so when I'm not, I'll write a song, but then also draw little cartoons on the side. But, I don't know. Maybe a teacher, because I enjoy sharing, learning, of what I've learned with other young musicians.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Ray, before we let you go, I know we mentioned Ringo Starr and Pam Tillis and some of these other greats with whom you've collaborated on this latest album, but is there anyone else on your list who maybe we might see a collaboration with coming up?
Well, coming up, I've actually kind of working on the next record, and I have some I actually have the A-list. I have Willie Nelson singing on a track for the next.
Wow.
And I feel good about that, along with Hayes Carl, Jesse Dayton, the Blue Bonnets, the Peterson brothers, Wade, Randy, and Cody Cannon. So we're kind of doing a Texas edition of co-starring. But to answer your question,
fantastic.
on there, I'm very, very grateful about that.
Very, very cool. Well, Ray, Wylie Hubbard, thank you so much for your time today. It was great seeing Judy there for a split second. Congrats on the new album, and we definitely look forward to the next one.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
I really enjoyed it.
Welcome back. Let's get a check of the weather now with meteorologist Eric Brait. Eric?
Hey, good afternoon to you. It is a beautiful day here in Southeast Texas. It's just darn hot. Galveston.com camera. This is Babes Beach. Looking good. Not many people out on the beach. It's 90 degrees, feeling like 104. That may be the reason why, because it is just sizzling hot and steamy in Galveston. The heat danger very high, so being in the water, kind of a good thing. Air temperature 90 degrees this afternoon at the beach. Water temperature 85. Surf knee to ankle. Not a great day for surfing, but the rip current risk is slight. So, yeah, not much of a danger there. In town, 100 degrees, the feels like temperature, so the heat danger in town, very high too. The pool, good place to be. High temperature today getting up to about 98 degrees. That's your pool forecast. Don't forget that sunscreen. The heat index, when you factor in the humidity, 105, give or take, throughout the afternoon hours. So just below heat advisory criteria. Again, 98 degrees this afternoon, 88 by 9 o'clock this evening. Rain and cooler heading into the weekend.
Even if it's just a few degrees cooler, we will take it, Eric.
Yes.
Thank you for that.
Well, I think we should get to some viewer comments for today. What do
Okay,
you think?
sounds good to me.
Let's hop over to our Facebook page. This one's from Julie Thornton. Oh, it's
stop
piggies.
it.
Here are my
Stop.
2 girls with my pup. Pigs are amazing pets.
Look how sweet
It's
they
so
are.
cute. Oh, it makes you just want some.
Oh, Julie, I would like to pet sit sometime for you. They're absolutely adorable. Look at that. Look at that.
with the
One
pup.
little happy family right there. Julie, thank you for that. And Sean writes in, so excited that a neighbor invited bovine and barley to our community tonight. Yes, Sean.
That's good.
We are so excited. You know, the other night, Brandon and I were driving home. It was dark, and we were right by Minute Maid Park on Texas Ave, and we saw the bovine and barley trucks parked. I'm not sure if that's just their holding area,
Right.
but we were so excited. They were closed, but we were just excited to see
You talk about bringing joy. You're right.
bringing joy. And I think we have one more viewer
Yes.
comment to get to.
This is from Allison. It says, love local history and appreciated the drive-by. Thanks, guys. XOXO from Eloise, the faithful paws therapy dog. Oh, she's under the covers.
Eloise looks so happy. Thank you, Allison, and to everyone for submitting your comments.
Yes, and coming up after the break, a local family-owned daiquiri shop with a backstory that's almost as wild as their drink flavors. We'll be right back. National Daiquiri Day is this Sunday, but since it's Thirsty Thursday, we thought we'd celebrate a little early. Luckily, a local family-owned shop right down the street was able to help us get the party started.
Yeah, they're called Daiquiris to Go, run by a mother-daughter-son team who are unique as their drink flavors.
I'm Juanita Jackson, and I am the owner and general manager of Daiquiris to Go.
And I'm Taylor Barner, and I'm the co-owner and operations manager.
I'm CJ Barner, and I'm the assistant manager.
We come up with crazy different things. We're always trying.
A lot of our drinks are hand blended, so kind of like craft daiquiris.
We're always working together to create the next thing.
Well, I had the fortunate time to be on a Houston reality show. I was the creator, producer, and a cast member of Sisters-in-Law. I'm Juanita. I am a criminal defense attorney. I'm the public defender for Harris County. It was just great timing because she had just moved here from Los Angeles.
Yeah, I just came back on the heels of the TV show, kind of thinking that there would be a second season. I'm gonna be back home with the family. And while I was here, unfortunately got into a horrible car accident the day after Christmas, and basically had trouble walking for a few months. And when I was here, I was just like, well, I don't know what's next. And my mom's show, unfortunately, was canceled. So she was like, I don't know what's next.
I had proceeds from that as being a producer. And during the time, I think the daiquiri craze in Houston just started to take off. I had gone to a little local place near my home, and probably a few times a week, we started enjoying these daiquiris to go. And from that, I thought, this is cool. This is a cool business.
I was like, well, I'm here now. I'm not really going anywhere anytime soon. So, hey, I can help, and let's do it.
And it was perfect timing because at the time, CJ was in college at Houston Baptist University.
I was like definitely focused on being like pro athlete, but when this opportunity popped up, like I was game because I love one kind of drinking and I love spending time with my family. And then it's like perfect because it's like really right across the freeway from the school. So like the friends who come over who were able to drink and come visit me. Yeah, so it was perfect.
You know what? Life hands you lemons. We made daiquiris.
Right.
I think it was a testament to our resiliency. Luckily, you know, I have my family here and we had each other to be able to do it step by step together. When it first started, I know my mom was like, oh my God, we have to shut down. And we did for one day, but we also realized that as long as we kept safety protocols and made sure all of our staff and customers were safe, that we'd be able to tap into a niche market. It's been very important to us to be able to keep ourselves safe and keep our customers safe.
So very blessed that my daughter is a musical genius and very, very popular. She's actually an international DJ, has traveled around the world. And when we first started out, we would do these amazing parking lot parties that hundreds and hundreds of people and our customers would look forward to them. But now that things have changed, she's been so smart and figured out how to take it live and stream.
I got a green screen, lighting, and decided to just start live streaming DJ sets. Something that people could tune into, just feel good. Sip your daiquiri, come by, grab it, and tune in when you get home.
So we just want to get back to the way things were before. We love being the neighborhood daiquiri shop, and we love being creative and one of the best daiquiri shops in Houston, and we're very proud of it. It's been wonderful.
So much fun. And if you guys want to grab some grub to go with your drinks, Daiquiris to Go also offers bites like their voodoo chicken wings, Cajun nachos. Oh my gosh. We've got a link to connect with them on our website.
That food smells so delicious. And we should point out the drinks are also delicious.
Yes.
And I can tell these things are strong.
Oh yeah.
They mean business. Loved meeting that family as well. All right, after the break, Courtney, even though she's off, she and I will learn about how to get out of that timeshare contract that has a mortgage loan attached to it with a terrible interest rate. An expert explains our options after this.
Well, when you hear the word mortgage, you probably think of the loan that you take out on a home. But did you know that you can also take a mortgage out on a timeshare?
And those mortgage payments on top of other costly fees can end up costing you thousands of dollars every single year. JT Slivka with Timeshare Termination Team is here to explain our options. JT, it is good to see you. And this mortgage, I mean, seriously, dude, it's so different because the interest rate on these loans, it is out of control compared to a traditional mortgage.
Yeah, and that's where we always start is with the interest rate. So most home mortgages have an interest rate anywhere between 3 and 4%. Now, you contrast that with the interest rate of a timeshare, and we're talking anywhere from 14 to 18%.
Oh.
So timeshare mortgages usually have a 10-year loan, and that's 120 payments that the timeshare owner has to make, whether they use that timeshare or not. And that doesn't include any of the annual maintenance fees or the special assessments that they get hit with. So these mortgages are sold to potential timeshare owners as a easy monthly payment for this dream vacation destination. And what's promised to be affordable option will end up costing the timeshare owner thousands of dollars that they weren't anticipating on spending. So we can help those clients save thousands and thousands of dollars by getting them out of that contract with that costly mortgage.
It is so unbelievable. The percentage there is just astronomical. What is the process, JT, for people that do have a mortgage on a timeshare? Is it different at all?
Great question. So our process doesn't change at all. Our attorneys have navigated these waters thousands of times with mortgages and without mortgages. So it really doesn't change. We're still 100% effective. We're 100% permanent, legal, and safe to get our timeshare owners out of those contracts.
And that, JT, it seems like that 100% guarantee is the big difference between what you guys do and other companies, because there are other companies who do this, or at least attempt to get people out of their timeshares.
Yeah, and we hear that a lot from clients that decide to move forward with us is they've worked with other companies, and whether they've been scammed or just feel completely forgotten in the process. And that's really what separates us from other exit companies is our reputation and our results. We have a 100% success rate in getting our clients out, backing that up with 100% money back guarantee. And our results and our reputation, our clients love us. We have glowing reputations online, and we really walk side by side with our clients through the whole process.
You know, right now is such an unprecedented time. As so many of us are struggling to make ends meet. The vacations are not coming. No one's traveling at this point. So what should be the next step? If somebody is listening to this, JT, and they're thinking, I cannot get out of this timeshare, you're saying it is possible, it can happen, and we've heard all the success stories. What's the next step now for our viewers?
It's the easiest part. Give us a call. Let us get you scheduled with one of our expert advisors. That way they can lay out a roadmap for the timeshare owner. We can get the timeshare owner all of the information that they need in order to make that informed decision, because knowledge really is power in this situation. So give us a call. We'll get you scheduled for a free consultation, get you all the info so you can make that informed decision and hopefully save a lot of money on top of that.
Well, and the fact that the consultation is free, people literally have nothing to lose just by calling. Also, if they mention Houston Life, JT, they can get a mortgage payment credit or 15% off?
Yeah, so we have a great opportunity. If you are stuck in that costly mortgage and you decide to move forward with us, we're actually going to pay the last 3 mortgage payments in the form of a credit if you decide to move forward with our services. And if you don't have a mortgage, don't worry. We still have another great offer. We're offering 15% off the cost of our services if you decide to move forward. Both of these great opportunities we're only offering for a limited time. So give us a call today so we can get you scheduled.
And I think the bottom line here is, JT, for so many people who have a timeshare, who feel like they were kind of bullied into this, is that there is a way out. You can get out of this.
Exactly. There's light at the end of the tunnel.
Well, and what you just said, Courtney, a couple moments ago about we're in such a strange time right now. People aren't really traveling. JT, isn't one of the most common complaints you hear from people that they got stuck in this timeshare that they can never use?
Oh, yeah. And that's probably, I would say, the #1 complaint that we hear from almost all of our clients is they've moved forward with this company and they can't book. They can't make the arrangements when they want to go, and ultimately they just feel scammed. I mean, the communication between them and the timeshare is strained, so that's really where we come into play to help.
Yeah, JT Slivka, thank you so much. The good news is just around the corner. You just have to pick up the phone and call. JT, it's great to see you. Thanks for your time.
Thanks so much for having me, guys, as always.
And the timeshare termination team can help you get out of a stressful timeshare situation. As we just mentioned, you can call them today, 281-768-6289. Mention Houston Life to schedule that free consultation and get a mortgage payment credit or 15% off when you terminate that timeshare. It can be done.
For more information, you can call now at 281-768-6289 or visit terminate281.com.
And we'll be right back. Coming up tomorrow on Houston Life, we are so excited about this. See this woman, Barbara Corcoran, on your screen. She is a legend. You probably know her from Shark Tank, The Today Show. We're going to catch up with this self-made businesswoman and best-selling author. She's launching, get this, a virtual series to help small businesses rebound from the COVID-19 shutdown. And the seminars, Lauren, are totally free.
I love her. I would
too.
love to hear what she has to say. I think that is awesome. I'm definitely going to tune in.
You know what's interesting too about Barbara? So I think a lot of times people see someone who's successful and she lives in this ridiculous penthouse like apartment in New York City, and they probably think like, oh, life is easy for her. She was a waitress at a diner in her 20s.
No way.
She followed her heart and it worked out.
Follow. Tex says bye, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Little Tex man. He's tired from his photo shoot. See you tomorrow.